Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you my everyday makeup look. This is how I wear my makeup every single day to work. So let's get started. I know that it's been a while and I've been saying that I'm going to start making videos, but honestly, I'm lazy. That's the honest truth. But enough of the laziness. I'm gonna get back on it and definitely make more videos for you guys. So let's get started. The first thing that I usually do is, of course, I wake up, I wash my face. My cleanser is Clinical Cleansing Complex Cleanser. This is such a good cleanser, especially if you have like larger pores or if you have any kind of texture in your skin. My skin is acne prone. I've been able to control my acne lately, so that's a big plus for me. And I also moisturize with the CeraVe moisturizer. This is my favorite moisturizer. I know it's not like professional grade, but honestly it's the only moisturizer that I've used that doesn't break me out and doesn't clog my pores. I've been using this probably for a good 7-8 years and it's my go-to. I love it. So the next step is optional. Sometimes I do prime, sometimes I don't. Usually my moisturizer is good enough for me, but I mean there's some days that I'm feeling, you know, fancy and I want to add a primer. My favorite primer is the Touch in Sol No Problem primer. This primer is so amazing, especially if you have large pores or textured skin. It's good for both oily and dry skin. That's why I absolutely love it, and it really makes a huge difference in how your foundation wears throughout the day. So today I did put some on, so just for the sake of the video, I want to show you guys everything. So I already primed, so we can move on to the next step. So before I do my foundation, I like to do my brows first. And I do my brows a little bit different. I don't think I've ever seen somebody do their brows the way I do them. What I like to do is I like to outline my brow first and then fill it in after I'm completely done with all my makeup. And I'm gonna explain to you why. So before, I've always had a hard time doing my brows. Before, I always used to go in with foundation first, and I found that I feel like a lot of the foundation kind of goes onto your brows to where you can't really see the full shape of them when you go in to fill them in after you do foundation. So I always like to start with brows first. I like to outline my brow first, and I use the Desi Beauty brow pencil. This has been honestly my favorite pencil that I've ever used. I wasn't a fan of pencils prior to trying this. I usually used to go in with the Anastasia Dip Brow, but this I feel gives a little bit more of a natural look. So I'm gonna go in and outline just my brow. I'm gonna try to do it so you can guys see it on camera. My brows, I am not good with brows, guys. I am not a brow girl, but I try. I do the best that I can. So I'm going to fill it in at the end once I'm done with all my makeup, just because, like I said, like the powder and stuff like that kind of tend to fall on the brows. And you know, I always have to go back and either put brow powder or something like that. So I just rather wait till the end so I don't have to layer product on top of product. So yes, the next step is foundation. I either do my foundations 2 different ways. It all depends if I want to wear liquid foundation or if I'm in a hurry in the morning and I just put on powder. So the liquid foundation that I always use, that is my holy grail, my favorite makeup product in the world, is of course the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I've been wearing this foundation since I was 15 years old. That just goes to show you how much I love it. And the other way that I do my foundation is using powder foundation, which recently I have been obsessed with the One Size powder foundation from Patrick Starr. You guys, this is the best foundation, powder foundation I have ever used in my life. Forget Studio Fix, forget all the other powder foundations. This foundation is amazing, and when I do use it, I use it with a makeup powder puff, which gives you more of a full coverage. That's another thing. I am a full coverage girl. I just feel more confident when I have, like, you know, a full coverage face. That's just me. I feel like makeup is supposed to make you feel confident, so if wearing foundation every day makes you feel confident, then do do it. There's a lot of people that are like, oh my god, that's too much every day, but honestly, you just never know what brings each individual confidence, so you shouldn't ever judge anybody's makeup routine. So I'm gonna go in with my Estee Lauder today, and I'm in the shade Buff, and I'm going to be using my Juno & Co. Cloud Sponge, which is my favorite sponge for foundation. It's the best. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. Ooh. I look really glowy today, which I'm loving because my makeup's gonna come out good. So you see, like, oh my god, it gives such good coverage, and it's super lightweight. And when I tell you that this is mask resistant, it is mask resistant, guys. Like, it is the best foundation, especially, you know, me as a lash artist, I have to wear a mask all day, you know, when I'm lashing my clients. It really makes a huge difference having a foundation that's not going to transfer onto my mask. Okay, so that is my foundation. Look how freaking good it looks. Like, it looks perfect, and it matches my skin like to the T. It looks amazing. So now it's time for concealer. My favorite concealer is, oops, I forgot to turn off the music. My favorite concealer is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. This concealer is so bomb, but recently I have also been loving the Born This Way sculpting concealer. This is really good, but today I'm just gonna stick to my favorite. By the way, I also have a lot of drugstore. I have two foundation routines. I have a drugstore foundation routine, and I also have a, you know, higher end, which is what I'm doing today. So let me know if you guys are interested in the drugstore one, because I know that makeup can get expensive, but there's definitely a lot of cheaper alternatives that work just as great. So I'm going to go ahead and do my concealer. And honestly, I'm not a fan of like the new concealer trend that, you know, you just put concealer like right here and right there. Like, I'm not a fan of that. I still do my concealer old school, and I put a lot of it because I love concealer. Me gusta mucho concealer. Conceal. And then I also put a little bit in the middle of my nose. Okay. So for my concealer, I like to blend it out with a beauty blender just because it's a little bit better. Like the shape of it kind of really allows you to get right underneath your eyes. So we're gonna do that, we're gonna pat it. And this concealer literally is, oh my god, so amazing. So amazing. It gives you like an airbrush, flawless look, and it's so lightweight. That's another thing. I hate super thick concealers because I feel it. Like, I hate thick makeup. I love a full coverage, but there's a way to do full coverage without it looking super thick and cakey, which is how I do my makeup all the time. So yeah, look at that, dude. What? Oh, and in the concealer, I'm in the shade Sepia. I think that's how you pronounce it. And whatever's left, I just like put it on my eyelids because we're not gonna use eyeshadow. I don't wear eyeshadow on a daily basis. It's just too much time, honestly, that I don't have. So I don't even bother with eyeshadow, to be honest with you. So let's just blend that and blend the nose. Okay, so the concealer is done. So now I'm going to set my under eye with a translucent powder, and the one that I have been loving lately is the Tarte Shape Tape setting powder. This stuff is really good. I wasn't a fan of the Shape Tape concealer, but this powder, really good. And I'm super, dude, I'm gonna show you guys just how many what's it called, setting powders I have, how many foundation powders I have, how many concealers I have, just so you guys know that I try everything. And like, I'm super mamona when it comes to like makeup. Mamona means like, you know, kind of bitchy when it comes to makeup and picky. So yes, I can definitely tell you guys and show you guys what I've used and what I haven't liked. So we're just gonna pat it. Oh, and I use a different beauty blender sponge to put and set my under eye. And I only use translucent powder underneath my eyes. I don't use it all over my face. And then we're gonna set our eyelids because I have oily eyelids, so I definitely have to set it. Look at that. Dude, my eyebrows look crazy as hell. But don't worry, they're not gonna stay like that. Remember, we're gonna fill them in at the end. So to set my foundation, I always set my foundation. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose finishing powder. This powder, my goodness, the best powder ever. Ever. And it's only freaking $5, dude. Like, you can't beat that. And I set my foundation with a makeup powder puff, which you can get these at Walmart. That's where I buy mine. So I put a little bit, I put it on my powder puff, and I pat. Do not drag because you're just gonna ruin the foundation you just placed. So you just want to pat it. And also by patting, it gives you a more airbrush finish, especially if you have like pimples and bigger pores. By doing this, like by setting your powder like this, it really helps like smooth out your skin. At least for me it does, because I do have a little bit of like breakouts like right here, and I really try to focus that powder there. Like Casper the Ghost, we want to go in there and add some color. Usually when it comes to contour and bronzing, I do use bronzer for my more glam looks, but every day I like to use powder foundation just to kind of keep that full coverage look going. I usually alternate between the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation powder or the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder, and I just go like 3 shades darker than my natural skin color just to kind of add color to my skin. I don't want to do like super harsh, super hardcore contouring every day. I just don't feel like I need it. So I definitely like to contour my nose, and I like this Morphe M164 brush for it because it's a perfect size to get right in here. I do like to contour my nose just to kind of give it more shape and define it more. So I go in with this, and this brush makes it so easier because it's like the perfect size for the nose. That's all I do. You see how now it kind of like enhances the nose a little bit. So then I like to take a regular contour brush. This is from Morphe. I don't know the number because it doesn't have it on here. And I'm just going to use the Estee Lauder powder foundation. I want to get the one size powder to contour, but I just haven't been to the store. And they only sell it at Sephora, and Sephora is like in the Brandon Mall. It is like 45 minutes away from where I live. So I'm definitely going to try the one size to bronze. And I just go in there. I'm not really precise. I just want to add a little bit of color to my skin. Okay. See how it just adds just the right amount of color, like just so you don't look muerta on my forehead. And I'm not super picky about this because it's like an everyday look, and I kind of just go around my nose where I just put it. Yeah, that's it. Some in the chin, kind of here. Is blush. My favorite blush has been the e.l.f. Blushes. I don't know the color to this because always cheeky. Look, I'm almost hitting pan, which is very rare when I hit pan with blushes because I usually get bored with blushes really quick. So I'm taking a Juno blush brush and I'm just gonna add it to the cheeks. And I kind of go all the way up because I just love blush. And I like how this brush is shaped because you can just literally go like that and just swipe it up. And these blushes are super affordable, guys. They're so freaking good. Yes, I put a lot of blush because I love it. And then on my nose. That's it. Okay, so the next step is eyes. Like I said, I don't like to use eyeshadow on a daily basis, but I do like to put black shadow on my lash line instead of using eyeliner. I feel like it gives a little bit more of a softer look if you just go in with black shadow, and any black shadow will work. I'm just gonna use this one from my Anastasia Soft Glam palette because it's the one that I have here closest to me. And I'm gonna use the Noir shade, the black shade, and I'm gonna use a little eyeliner pencil. So I'm gonna do this off camera because it's really hard. I have to get really into my mirror, so I'll be right back. It just adds a little bit of more darkness to the lash line, nothing too crazy, but I really like doing this just to make, like I said, my lashes look thicker. Now I'm gonna go in with mascara. I'm gonna curl my lashes first with my eyelash curler. I'm gonna use this mirror so I can really see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go with my mascara. My favorite mascara is the Tarte mascara, which is this one. This one is my all-time favorite. I also like to do a second layer with the Tarte Man Eater one. And then I use a different one for my bottom lashes. My bottom lashes, I use the Mega Length by Wet n Wild because I just really like the brush to this. It's very, very thin, so you can really get into your bottom lash line without it going everywhere. So yes, I use 3 different types of mascara. A little bougie, right? But it's okay. So I got mascara, so now I'm gonna go in. I'm done with my whole makeup and I'm gonna go in and fill in my brows. So let's see if we can do this. My eyebrows are filled, so look at that. I'm not the best at brows, so don't judge me. Now I'm gonna add something to my lips. I don't like to wear lipstick every day. To be honest, I don't wear lipstick every day. I hardly wear lipstick, only when, like, you know, I'm doing super glam or if I'm going out. So I usually use the Burt's Bees tinted lip balm, but I've recently been obsessed with the Tarte Juicy Lips. These right here. One of my friends gave me one and I became obsessed with it, so I went and I got another shade. But today I'm just gonna use my first love, which is the Burt's Bees tinted lip balm. It just adds a really nice color to your lips. My little lips. So I'm all done. I'm gonna go in with some setting spray. Today I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter. I also like the Morphe one. The Morphe is a cheaper alternative. And then I also love the Charlotte Tilbury one. But this one I only use for, like, you know, special occasions because it is kind of pricey. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray. Ooh. Ooh. Just let that dry a little bit. So yeah, my makeup routine, honestly, it's not that complicated. I don't use like a shit ton of products, but you know, I use enough product to make me look decent. And literally the way I look right now is what my clients see every day, and they will tell you. My hair up, I never have my hair down. Got my little logo shirt on, t-shirt, loose, baggy, comfortable. But yeah, that is my everyday makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys try some of these products that I absolutely love. And yes, I will see you in my next video. Bye.